Okay, thank you, Jay. Gary, appreciate you, and we're excited and honored to be in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. I've got the opportunity to coach in that bowl before, and it is first class. I know our players and our coaches and our fans are excited about it. It's a great opportunity for our program. Like Gary said, a chance to have 11th victory. We've only done that 6 times in school history. That is going to be one of our goals, and our players are excited about that. Playing another undefeated team. I believe this is the 3rd undefeated team in the last 5 games that we played. They're an outstanding team. Got a lot of momentum coming in this bowl. Offensively, they're the top offense in the country statistically. They got a quarterback that's phenomenal. You know, it's going to be a good one. I know our players and our coaches are looking forward to it. This is the 2nd year in a row we've been in New Year's Six game, so very excited about where our program is right now and really what the future holds. Questions?
We've got some time for Q&A for Coach, and then we'll make Gary and Jay available for a few minutes afterwards. So, questions for Coach? Go ahead.
Gus, any injury updates on some of the guys that have been banged up?
No, you know, I think guys are healing up. We've not practiced yet. We will this Friday. We'll know a little bit more. But the guys are healing up. Obviously, it was a very physical end of the year stretch that we had. And our guys are working on their finals and really trying to heal up right now.
Any indication on Pettway, whether or not he'll be able to return?
He will not. He will not.
Has there been any discussion about his future, Gus, about whether he'll look to return or potentially?
I'll get with him and we'll cross that bridge at the appropriate time.
Any idea about guys that may be thinking about declaring early for the draft? Or?
You know, each year at this time, obviously, you know, we have guys that have the possibility. We always, you know, talk through things and all that once we get their draft grades and everything that goes with it. So we'll see where that goes.
Gus, were there some tense moments for you as Kevin became associated with that Tennessee job, and it looked like, you know, he was getting interview after interview? Worried about him, wanting to keep him here?
Well, I mean, Kevin's you know, in my opinion, the best defense coordinator in all of college football. When that happens, you know, things like that happen. But, you know, we're glad to have him back. Obviously, he's a big part of our success, and what he's done with our defense the last 2 years is really outstanding. And very excited about you know, the future with Coach Steele. He's a great defensive coach. He's an even better person. He's a great example for our players and just does a super job.
Gus, do you have any idea where you'll go just in terms of what you'll look for the 10th assistant in January?
You know, I thought about that for quite a bit of time, and you know, yeah, I do have a good idea and you know, what we're looking for, and so, you know, all those things will start happening pretty quick.
Okay, so what are you looking for?
Looking for a great coach, a great recruiter, somebody that will fit in with Auburn and our culture and be a great example for our players. So real similar to our 9 that we have now.
You had floated the idea years ago when it had first been proposed of having a separate special teams coordinator, and Kevin had also made a point of saying that he'd like someone on the defense to either split the secondary or have the edge rushers and outside linebackers. Is that?
Yeah, I'm not ready to say exactly what role this 10th assistant will be. You know, I'll figure that out here in the near future, but I'm not ready to say right now.
Gus, Herb's contract's gone on January 1. Do you intend to bring him?
Yeah, Herb will be back with us. I mean, Herb's one of the best offensive line coaches in college football. You saw what our line, you know, did, and he's one of the best.
Is that part of your contract negotiations to secure your assistant coaches and help give them bumps and raises?
Yeah, you know, our assistants have done a great job. And anytime you have assistants that do a great job, you need to reward them. And very blessed to have the staff we have. And kind of like I talked about, you know, talk about the future and how bright the future is, and everything kind of coming together right now with the foundation that we have with our talent. We have depth. You know, we're recruiting extremely well again, and you know, I said this before the year that the next 3 or 4 years I feel like are going to be our best years, at least since I've been at Auburn, and I believe that more today than I even did, you know, the first year. So I feel very good about where we're at moving forward. Obviously, this bowl game is big. This bowl game is big for us. It's big for us from the standpoint of this year, having 11 wins, getting these seniors out the right way. They've done a super job. And then for the future, too, you know, to get some momentum for next year. And like Gary's talking about with playing a great team like Washington in a kickoff classic, and chance for two highly ranked teams to play. So it's a very important ball game for us too.
Do you want to keep all your
Yeah.
assistants
Yeah.
on staff?
Say not just for Gus, but you also have Travis and Cody's contracts up in January. They also.
Yeah, we're going to do everything we can to keep our guys.
Gus, this early signing period, how much has it changed things for you guys as coaches?
Yeah, it has changed things, and like I said all along, I think this will be a learning experience really for all programs since it's new. But like I said, we're in a great spot right now recruiting, and we'll see how many sign on the 20th and everything that goes with that. We got plans both ways, but I think it'll be a learning experience for all programs. After it's all said and done this year.
On Kerryon, I know you want to see how he looks when practice starts, but overall, do you have an indication whether you think he might be able to play?
Well, I know he'll want to play. I mean, he's a great competitor, and all of our guys will want to play. I mean, our guys play for each other, and so we'll see where that goes. I'll have a better idea, once we get out to practice and move around and everything that goes with that.
But he didn't require surgery or anything like that?
No.
How much, every coach and every program both wants stability, so how much did the length of your new agreement contract kind of mean in that?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm very blessed to be the head coach of the Auburn Tigers, and I'm really looking forward to the future. And anytime you have stability, especially this day and time in college football, I think it gives you an advantage. And we got a very stable program right now. The future is very bright. I think it does nothing but help, with all the above.
You want to look at facilities and possibly get an athletics complex of your own and any upgrades?
Yeah, right now, we're focused on finishing recruiting strong, and obviously, you're always looking to improve, and we'll see where that goes, and we'll talk about all those things, at the appropriate time.
We've got time for 2 or 3 more. I'm sure Coach would love to take some questions on the matchup with UCF.
That's a great point right there. Coach really would.
Have you actually had a chance to look at video?
Yes, I have. Offensively, they're extremely talented. Very impressed with their quarterback. Their skill guys are really something. They have a lot of speed. Defensively, they can run. And when you turn on the film, you can see that they have a lot of team speed. You can tell they're well coached. Coach Frost did a super job with this team. And really what stands out to me is their ability to win close games. And they've won close games when the pressure's been the highest. They found ways to win. So an outstanding team. We know they're going to be hungry. They're, like I said, the only undefeated team left out there, so I think that says everything.
They've got a linebacker who's an All-American, one of the better players in that conference. Just how do you compare Griffin to SEC linebackers?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's right along those lines. I mean, he's got a great motor. He attacks the line of scrimmage. He attacks everything. He plays hard. Good tackler. Good at rushing the passer, too. I mean, he's a complete player.
We played a team from that same conference a couple years ago, Memphis, in a ball game. How does this team compare to Memphis?
Well, I mean, of course, that was a very good team too. But this team's undefeated and playing very good and have beaten some good teams. And like I said, their ability to win close games really stands out to me too.
Have you talked to Kamryn Pettway about his future plans, whether he expects to come back?
Yeah, we've talked a few times, and we'll talk more. Like I said, I'm not ready to say right now.
Is it possible that he'll be back next year?
We'll see. I'll be able to, after I talk with him, we'll see.
You talk about the future and how you feel like this team is set up to be good. When you look at the future of Auburn football, what facility enhancements would you like? And I know that was part of your discussions, but what do you personally?
Yeah, and like I said, I think at the appropriate time, I'll talk about all that. Like I said, right now I'm focused on this bowl game. I'm focused on finishing this recruiting class strong.
Gus, how much over time do you kind of, as you go to more bowl games, do you kind of get a better grasp of what the best way is to deal with?
Yeah, I think the more experience you have in anything, it gives you a good reference, and especially when you've been successful and you try to do the things that, as far as your routine, or you hadn't been successful, you try to change things up. So we've had a lot of experience, and we feel like we've got a very good plan for this year. We're going to start practice Friday, and we'll be here, I believe, for 6 practices. And then once we go to the bowl site, we've got a good plan as far as that goes. And like I said, I think the biggest thing right now is our team's hungry. Our team's excited to play in this game against the only undefeated team left. And like I said, we're extremely motivated from the standpoint of a chance to win 11 games. And, you know, the tradition we have here at Auburn is one of the best in the country. It's only been done 6 times. And this will be a team that if we can pull off the 11th win, will be remembered and talked about a long time around here.
Gus,
For the first part of bowl practice, a lot of that will be focused on the young guys, and
Yeah.
really looking forward to seeing that maybe didn't get to play.
Yeah, early on, it will be focused really on us and in the fundamentals and just getting better with us, with an emphasis on the young guys, the red shirt guys, the guys that didn't get to play as much. I mean, we'll do some scrimmage type things, put them in some competition type scenarios, and really, you know, give them a little extra head start. And then probably day 3 or 4, we'll transition into our bowl opponent and start gearing up for the game plan.
Who are some red shirts you're looking forward to seeing?
Well, I'd say all the above. I mean, all the guys that redshirted. I mean, we're looking forward to seeing all of them. And then maybe some of the guys that were freshmen and sophomores that were backups, you know, get a chance to really see them. And my experience at this time of year in bowl practice is you see guys raise their level, especially if they're red shirts, because they see that, hey, I'm competing now. And so we're really looking forward to watching those guys as a staff. But I'd say it's all of them. I mean, all the guys that redshirted have an opportunity to show their coaches, you know, what they can do, and their teammates.
Gus, you guys, obviously, one of the goals every year is to get to Atlanta SEC championship game.
Yeah.
You'll have 3 games in a row at this stadium. Do you kind of embrace this now as kind of home away from home because that's where you want to get back to?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And we've had a lot of success, you know, in Atlanta, specifically in this bowl. The fact that, you know, obviously we had a tough game the last time we were in this venue, you know, we definitely want to redeem ourselves. And then the fact that we open up in the same place, I like that. I think our players do. You're talking about one of the best environments in all of college football and one of the best stadiums. So just right down the road, and we look at it as a home away from home.
Coach, you're losing Casey Dunn and Austin Golson both this year to graduation, both, you know, fantastic centers when they played there. Have you given any consideration to where you're going to go at that position next year?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You think about next year a lot of times, and we'll have some good options, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we feel good about the options we'll have and the competition. Like I said, we feel good about our depth moving forward. And like I've said, you know, probably the last month or so, I feel like we have quality depth really at just about all positions moving forward, which should help us, you know, in the future.
Gus, when you look back at that last game, I assume you've watched it since then.
Yeah.
What was different in that game than what had happened in the previous?
Yeah. I tell you, you know, obviously, you know, we got off to a pretty good start, and we had a turnover or 2 that was real uncharacteristic. And really, when I look at it, first of all, you got to give the opponent credit. They played very well, and we had some uncharacteristic things. We had 2 turnovers. We had a blocked field goal, which that was very uncharacteristic, and we were a little banged up. But you got to give them credit. They played well. We didn't play our best. We had 3 pretty emotional and physical games down the stretch, you know, that we just had to figure out a way to overcome. But I will tell you this, it was our team will learn from that game. A chance to play another game in the same arena, I think, is big. And like I said earlier, our team will be extremely hungry, and that's exciting for me.
All right, time for 1 or 2 more. Last questions on the bowl game.
Yeah, bowl game. Any question about the bowl game?
You're going up against a guy in Scott Frost who's doing something very difficult, and, you know, being the head coach at Nebraska and also coming back to UCF to prepare for this bowl game. What do you think that's like to go through that process of working with Nebraska and then also coming
Yeah,
back?
you know, I think it's probably pretty challenging right now because he's trying to balance the recruiting part of a new job. But I think once the dead period gets here and he focuses in with his team, and you can tell they have unbelievable respect for him. You could see that after the game. It was really impressive to see the way that his team responded to him when he told him the news. And so once the dead period gets here, I'm sure they'll be locked in. And hey, we're expecting their best. I know they're going to be playing for their coach and their staff coming out and playing for their team. So we're expecting their best, but I'm sure they'll be locked in.
Last question on the game.
Your old team, Arkansas State's playing down the road. Any chance you're going to go see that or follow it? Or?
You know, I'd like to. If I can, I will. We have an official visit weekend in here too, but yeah, they're just right down the road in Montgomery, and I'll be rooting for them.
All right, guys, thanks. We're going to do a quick photo op with Gary and Coach and Jay.